Hello Stitchy friends! Welcome to the Starlight Stitching Co. Flosstube video number 39. Hi, my name is Amanda Corbett and I am the creator behind Starlight Stitching Co. And I'm here with you today to share with you whatever I've been crafting on the last couple of weeks. So let's get started. I'm going to start off with whips and I will switch to my top-down camera so you can see that a little bit better. So now I'm going to share with you my whips. So the first thing is my knitting whip, and this is the Laurel Shawl by Knit. It's very pretty, and I tried filming this from the front-facing camera, but it was really hard to see what was going on, so we'll try this with the top view. Okay, so you're getting a bit of my mess on the table. Alright, so here is where I'm at with my Laurel Shawl. The last time I did a video, I was right here. I added this lovely little stitch marker to show where I was at. And since then, I've done the rest of the knit rows, and I've worked on the first row of this beading stitch, and did a few rows of seed stitch, and on the beading stitch, and now I'm on to the next part. I don't remember what it was called. It's something new, so lots of new techniques learned in here. I was kind of terrified of this beading stitch area here, but it was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. Beautiful autumnal colors. This is a yarn from Bumblebee Acres called Dragonfly in Amber, so it's an Outlander themed yarn, and I'm really happy with how this is progressing. I still have quite a ways to go, but I'm excited to work on this and hopefully have it finished this fall so I can use it. Let's go ahead and do my sewing. So this is the Grumpy Susan quilt along. Oh, nope, still got to be zoomed out. With Antique Needleworkers and Tiger Lily Designs. So we are sewing 1.5 inch hexies, and this is my first flower. I haven't finished one yet, but I've got all of the purple ring done, and now I just have my low volume ring to add. And then I'll be able to add the green border. So this is like a turquoisey marble print. And then I'll have my first flower done. It's slow going for sure. It's definitely a long-term project. Getting this first flower done, that was super quick, but I mean, obviously, as you get to the larger rings, there's more squares to attach. So I'm really pleased with how that's working. I need to figure out a better storage solution, because right now it literally just sits on the table on top of this. So I need to find something better to put it in. Okay, next up, I have made a little more progress filling in on my, let's zoom in now, on my Snow Magical. So I know it's still in the hoop, so it's hard to see, but I have all the white filled in, and now I'm on to filling in the sweater. So we shall see how long that takes. This might be my focus piece for when I want something small to stitch on in August. I also have, now this is a new start, so this is adding to my whips, but this one is going to be a wedding gift. I have all of the From the Heart Needle Art by Wendy patterns, and in an idea for something simple and relatively quick for a wedding gift, I'm taking this pattern but stitching it in these colors. So Pansy, Purple, Blue Moon, and Lemongrass to match the wedding colors. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to stitch it as called for, except instead of April, I have charted their initials, last name, and wedding date that I'm going to put inside this little wreath here. And it'll be in these colors on some 20 count aida. So I have just a teeny tiny little start on this little flower right there. But I should be able to get that done within the next couple weeks and pop it into a frame for a simple finish and a lovely gift. Next up is the one I've really been focusing on the last couple weeks, and that is the Hygge Holiday. I am stitching the large sampler, and I have this on a 28 count white opalescent aida, just using what was in my stash, and I am so close to finished. All of the actual cross stitching is done. Now I just have the back stitch and the Smyrnas to finish up, so I'm fingers crossed, I'm hoping to have this one done today, so I can take that off of my list of whips and finally have a finish that I can share with you. I do hope to stitch the ornaments at some point, but that'll probably be later. I have all the fabric in there. I just haven't started them yet. So the next one is Oh Holy Night Nativity. I spent some time on this for a couple of weeks. Last time I shared with you that I had Mary done and I was just starting on the blankets for Baby Jesus. This is on a 36, 32. It's got to be a 32 count. Maybe it is a 36. I don't know. It's Crystal Dwarf from 123 Stitch. And you can see I've got all of Baby Jesus done, and I'm working some more on the blankets. I have set this aside for now because I really want to focus on the next one that I'm going to share with you. So I'm really pleased with the progress. This chart has a lot of detail to it, and I know it's going to take a lot of time because right now all I have done is some of this right here. So let me get that tucked away. I have this in a Project Keeper from Tiger Lily Designs. Her Project Keepers are beautiful, but I really do miss my thread bed and my needle holder that I put into my bags. They're just aspects that I use every single time. So the next one, this is the one I want to focus on for the month of August. I really, really want to try to get this done before my birthday in September. Now, my birthday is not until the middle of September, so it might extend halfway through September. We shall see. But this is going to be my primary focus for August. As I've shared before, zoom back out, I have everything above here done. This is on a 32 count raw silver linen by Zweigart. And here is where I'm at. So all of the flowers on this side are totally done. I have a little bit more fill in to do in the center of this flower here. And the yellow part on these flowers here. So this darkest yellow part is all I have left on these flowers. Of course, it's also the part of the flowers that takes the longest to stitch. And then obviously I've got all of this row up here and that large bouquet of flowers in there. But I'm really hoping that I can have this done before it hits its 1 year anniversary. That would be really fun. So I have all my floss colors stored on a floss dial from Chantel's 141 Design Company. I am using my own color conversion. I have that pinned to the top of my Instagram if you're interested. And I found it helpful to literally just draw the symbol onto the wheel, onto my floss ring. And that is all of my whips that I have to share with you today. Now let's move on to haul. I received quite a bit of haul the last couple weeks. The first thing that came is my Finish That Stitch kit from Crazy Annie Stitching. And this is a kit by Lois Moriski Bear, Lady Dot Creates. And in this kit, we received materials and instructions to make a berry with a twist. So that will be fun to try out and learn how to finish. I also received in some fabrics from Fabrics by Stephanie. Now the problem was when I first received this order, I could not remember for the life of me what I ordered it for. But after it sat for a little while, I did finally remember. The first one is a 36 count linen in the color Nimu. Beautiful blues and purples. And the second one is a 36 count linen in the color April Showers. Pretty blues and pinks and purples. So after I remembered, my light is washing it out a little bit. It's actually quite a bit more vibrant than what you can see there. What I had ordered it for, there, that's a bit better. That's showing a little more vibrant. I might have to turn my overhead light off. Let me try that. There we go. Now we're just working with natural light from the window. So let's see if we can, there we go. Yes, lovely. Absolutely beautiful pinks and blues. So what I was looking for was a fabric to use for a very special design that I plan on working on. Here's both of them together. This one's definitely darker, and this one's brighter with more pinks and purples. I was looking for something that would go well for a sunset sky for a background on a chart that I plan on designing at some point in the future. So I have those on hand now. I needed some more DMC floss for one of my whips, and it can't ship alone. So I also ordered the floss and fabric for this pattern, which I already had. I purchased it last year. It's called Winter's Peace. And I'm getting lots of glare, so let me, I knew I should have just taken it out to begin with. Winter's Peace. And this is by Karina House of Artful Offerings. I purchased this last year. I plan to start this at some point this winter. So I have some 20 count opalescent white Aida. It's hard to see the sparkle in there, but trust me, it's there. I've already cut it to the size I need. And I ordered all of the called for flosses, which is a variety of fancy flosses. Gentle Art and 1 DMC. So I plan to start that maybe in January. I don't know. I recently filmed a very simple wit parade, which you'll find as the last video on my channel. And after seeing that, I realized I really don't need to start very many other things. But I had already planned to start a handful of things later this year, so I'll go ahead with that plan. We can talk more about that in plans. So anyway, I went ahead and ordered all of the floss I needed for that. And I also picked up this beautiful Cottage Garden Samplings Peacock. It's a peacock, again with the glare. It's a peacock pincushion. Isn't that just stunning? So pretty. So I received that. I don't have any plans to start the peacock anytime soon. It's just going in my stash. And a few more DMC colors that I was getting low on. I just keep a running list, and the next time I need to put in a 1, 2, 3 stitch order, I go ahead and order it. Let's see. I was recently watching Paper Crane Yarn's latest video, and she shared her finish of the Neon Nectar sweater. So it is a pullover sweater that's absolutely beautiful. And she had stitched it in a yarn called Hundreds and Thousands. And I really thought about getting that yarn, but I held off. And I ended up, eventually, after several days of, I don't need another sweater's quantity of yarn. I have like 4 different sweaters planned. I kind of have an obsession with sweaters. I love them, whether they're store-bought, and especially now that I know how to knit and have my own hand knit sweater that I am very excited to wear this later this fall. So of course I want to make more. But anyway, I kept thinking about it and ended up settling on this yarn from Bad Sheep Yarn. It is called Winter Sunrise. Look at how pretty that is. I mean, it really does look like a winter sunrise. And I think that will make a lovely Neon Nectar sweater. I'm not starting this anytime soon. I don't know when I'll start it, but I have all the supplies ready and handy. I also picked up the Freedom Quaker pattern from Fat Quarter Shop. I had to order some fabric, and this had been sitting in my cart for a while, so I just went ahead and ordered it so I can add it to my stash. And that does it for my haul. So now I'll do a quick little shop update. So it is August 1st, which means I have new releases coming in the shop later today. Usually I do everything on pre-order and sew to order, but I am caught up on all my orders and I am able to work ahead now. So I am very excited to be already actively working on making these. That way they can get into your hands faster. So first up, I have what I am calling the Spooky Cross Stitch Clutch. So there's Halloween words, Halloween, boo, wicked, hocus pocus, spooky, oh, season to be spooky, trick or treat, stay spooky, a variety of words. The charm on it is this little bat, upside down hanging bat. And then inside the large thread bed with felt for your needle as usual. And then the vinyl pocket. And then the inside pocket, which is a great spot to keep your scissors. Next up, I have the Mickey handbag. So this is a fun fabric. The gold colored Mickey heads, that's actually a gold metallic. It's hard to see in the video, but it is. And the charm on this is a little Mickey key. Inside is more of the same fabric, large thread bed, felt, ribbon loop for hanging floss ring or scissors. This side is a vinyl pocket with a hidden pocket on the inside. And then both of these sides are also pockets. So this is great for your smaller 5.5 by 8.5 inch patterns. So like this size pattern fits perfectly in here. And then I have, this one's probably my favorite. This I'm calling the Spellbook Tote. It is so pretty. The vinyl is giving lots of glare. So let's take a look at the fabric on the back. The Spellbook, all of this in this like lightest gray color, that's a silver metallic, so it's sparkly. And it has these, the ravens, Spellbook, cauldron, the moon. It's just so pretty. On the front, we have a jack-o'-lantern charm, and this is a little glow-in-the-dark bead. So it definitely glows in the dark. Hard to see on video. And we open this up, and here on the inside we have this fun gray and black bat print. So this is a large single pocket. This is a smaller vinyl pocket with the hidden pocket on the inside. Again, with the thread bed, felt for holding needles, ribbon for putting floss ring, and pockets on both sides. So these all will be available in the shop later today, August 1st at 1 p.m. Central Time. And like I said, I am already working on getting those out to you. I'm so excited about that. Next up is some plans. I mentioned before how after my whip parade, I realized I had a lot of whips. So many whips. Really good at starting things, not so great at finishing them. So I want to try to pick maybe 1 or 2 whips just to focus on each month to try to get them actually done. Like maybe some of the older ones that have been sitting around for a long time, I will finish into something smaller instead of doing the entire thing. Or just get them finished up. But I do have a couple of things that I do plan on starting later this year to take me through my new starts for the rest of the year. And one of them, this was already in my stash, Hello from Liz Matthews. This was in her Patreon last year, so I imagine she'll be releasing it this year. It is called Flowers and Friends, but it's a house with very autumnal colored flowers and those birds. And if you pay attention, there's these little spider webs hidden within the pattern. And this like tiny little spider. So I think this is perfect for fall. I want to start this as a fall piece. And I mentioned the Winter's Peace. I probably won't start that until, maybe not until next year. So the only other start I have planned for this year is going to be my birthday start. This is one I had planned in the spring. Sorry, there's a lot going on here. So I have picked Summer House Stitchworks My Blue Heaven. Now I know this pattern isn't readily available. This was a retreat exclusive piece earlier this year, and then what's the shop in Cincinnati, Ohio that hosts StitchCon? I should remember this. I don't. But they had it on their site as an exclusive that you could order from their shop. Why can't I remember the name of the shop? It's crazy. I know you know what I'm talking about, and you're probably screaming the name at me. But either way, they had it available in their shop for a little while, and I ordered it then. And I picked up some 20 count Milk and Honey Aida from Fiber on a Whim. So it's a very nice creamy colored fabric, very similar to the model. And then I asked for a Vicki Clayton silk pack for all of the floss. I have not done very much stitching with silks, but I have all of these lovely spools of silk, so I can start that for my birthday start. Now my birthday isn't until September, so I've got plenty of time. I really want to get my Let Love Rain done before then. So I will be focusing pretty monogamously on Let Love Rain through the month of August. So I guess I kind of did my plans backwards. I was talking more long term and not more immediate, which is silly. Oh, make sure I don't lose my conversion chart. That would be very bad. All right, so yeah, I'm going to focus on Let Love Rain, and I want to try to get that done in August. I'll be able to get my Hygge holiday piece finished probably later today. I'm kind of excited about that. And then I'll work on filling in some of those fill-in pieces that are sitting around in my whip parade. So that's all I have to share with you. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to spend a little bit with me, and I hope you have a fabulous day and a fabulous week. Happy stitching. Bye.